Good evening, and welcome to today's Wealth Call. It would be rude of me not to introduce myself, so I want you guys to get comfortable. This is going to be an interactive call, and I'm going to be showing you guys some information today that can potentially change your life, right? So what I want you to do right now, guys, is make sure you've got your notebooks and your pens ready. And I want you to drop me a 111 in the chat if you are ready to hear this information. Like I said, this is going to be an interactive call today. Drop me a 111 if you are ready to hear this info. Amazing. I can see the ones coming in. Perfect. Everyone can hear me and see me. Beautiful. All right, guys. Welcome to the call. My name is Lisa Powell, and I'm going to be hosting this call this evening. I'm super excited to be hosting this call for you today, guys. So, first of all, let me just go ahead and introduce myself, right? Why are you here? Well, guys, today, I'm going to be showing you a way in the last 2 years that I have completely changed my life, right? Some of you guys are saying I sound a little bit low. Can you guys hear me and see me well? Drop me a 7 if you can hear me and see me well. I've seen a couple of messages saying that I'm quiet, but drop me a message. It's turned all the way up on my side, guys. So you guys maybe log out and log back in. Low and your volume is high. Let me see, guys. 1 second. Let me see if I can... Oh, we're all good? Amazing. All right. Perfect. Amazing. All right, guys. I think we fixed it. Much better. Perfect. All right. So let's restart this good old call, right? So my name is Lisa Powell, guys, and I'm excited to be hosting this call with you guys this evening. In the last 2 years, I've been a part of this amazing space where I've been able to connect with some really amazing individuals that have been able to elevate me, not just mentally, physically, but financially and spiritually as well. So I want to share that with you guys today. So like I said, my name is Lisa Powell, and I am born and bred South London girl, but I'm currently living in Ashford, Kent, right? So I saw some of you guys drop where you guys are tuning in from as well. We've got people from all over the world plugged in today, so that's really exciting. But what I've been able to do in the last 2 years, guys, is replace my full-time income. And today I want to show you just a couple of ways that I've been able myself to do this. So I am a part of an amazing platform, right? And the actual #1 educational platform in the world. But first of all, I want to get to know you guys just a little bit better. So when I first started onto my journey, I read a book, and this book literally changed the way I looked at the whole world. It changed the way I looked at money. And I'm not much of a reader, guys. So I want to share this with you guys because some of you guys might be able to relate to me. And we're gonna chop it up real quick. So let me go ahead and share my screen. So this book right here was called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. So drop me an R into the chat if you've ever read this book. Now, this book changed the world for me, right? And I discovered something in this book called the cash flow quadrant. Now, you guys can see it. You guys should be able to see it on the screen. I see a lot of R's coming in. That's amazing. So I know you guys are a lot richer from reading this book. So what I found out was that there was 2 sides of money, right? You've got that left-hand side of money that you guys can see right here. And that's where the employees and the self-employed sit. Now, if you're employed on this call or you're self-employed on this call, I want you to drop me a 1 into the chat, right? Because that's exactly where I was when I started onto this journey. So if you are employed or self-employed, drop me a 1 in the chat, guys. I see the ones coming in. Amazing. Now, fear not, you are not alone, because 95% of the world sits on this side of the world, right? 95% of the world sits over on this left-hand side of money. Now, this left-hand side of money, hands down, definitely works the hardest, right? But when you're an employee or you're self-employed, what are you doing, guys? You're essentially exchanging your time for money every single day, right? So just like myself, if I wanted more money, I had to put in what? More time, which meant I had to do overtime. I had to work multiple jobs, right? All of these things because I wasn't aware that I could make money in any other way. Now, what I want to show you guys today is there is another way, right? There is another way. And what I found is that I had to transition onto this right-hand side of money. And that's what I'm going to show you guys how to do today. Okay, so on the right-hand side of money, you have got the business owners and the investors. Now, a business owner, guys, I want you to think of your local Tesco, your Sainsbury's. Now, the CEO of Tesco, do you see them in that aisle stacking those shelves? Drop me a yes or a no. I don't think you do, right? And believe me, I've worked in Tesco, so I would know, right? I literally came, guys, 3 years ago. I was working a 9 to 5, 5 to 9, 9 to 5 again, day shift to night shift, doing all of the hours under the sun. And I never saw that CEO, not once, right? But what the business owner does is he leverages people and systems, right, in order to make money. So he can be anywhere in the world and still be making money. Now, that's the one side, right? That's the one side. Now, the fourth quadrant that you can see here is the investor. Now, this by far is my favorite way to make money. And we're going to deep dive into this one today. Now, the investor, they exchange money for more money, right? So they're no longer exchanging time for money. Now, this is really where I wanted to get to in my life, because I was so hell-bent, guys, on having to ask for annual leave, having to every day being told when I could eat lunch, when I could go to the bathroom, when I could go home from work, right? I don't know if anyone else is feeling me, but sometimes it just gets a little bit too much, right? You're thinking, is there another way, right? If you've ever thought to yourself, is there another way? Drop me a 7 into the chat. Because guys, I would sit up day and night thinking there has to be another way. Now, fast forward, guys, 2 years ago, 2019, I connected with a group of entrepreneurs named Wealthier World, and I was able to really start to utilize systems and systems of leveraging to see exactly what I wanted, and that was time and money freedom. Okay, so what I want to do today is I want to share a couple of those ways with you. Now, if you look right here on my screen, you can actually see that we have 5 different ways to make money, right? There are 5 different ways to make money. I'm just going to go through a couple of these ways today because I know that everyone's time is really, really valuable, but I want to show you guys a couple of the ways that are my favorite right now. So the first one that I'm going to show you is ECX. Drop me an ECX into the chat, right? Now, ECX is e-commerce, guys. Now, this is essentially drop shipping. Now, if you don't know what that is, I want you to think of the last time that you shopped at Amazon. Now, if you can think of that, drop me an A into the chat, because I absolutely know the last time I was on Amazon. I see the A's coming in. Some of you guys are just like me, right? So Amazon is not actually the person you are buying from, right? It is the middleman. Now, what this allows you to do is it allows you to essentially be the middleman. So what you're going to be able to do is you're going to get literally step-by-step blueprint on how to become that middleman. And what I want to show you today, guys, is my very own shop. Now, I created this shop about 6 months ago now, guys, and it's called sparkthetrend.com. I'm going to plug myself just a little bit right here, but I was able to create this in less than 24 hours, all right? Literally, I've never created a website before. I've never done coding, anything like that. But what you get in the academy is you get step-by-step guides on how to make this. Now, what I'm going to show you guys today is the potential, because I know a lot of you guys are thinking, but Lisa, like, how does this work? I've never sold anything. I don't have anything to sell. And that was me, guys, through and through. So what is the last event that you guys can think of, right? For me, it was Valentine's Day. Just came, the day of love. Anyone celebrate Valentine's? We got any Valentines in the house? Let me know. But I want to show you these. These were one of my biggest sellers this Valentine's Day, these king and queen beanies, right? Now, let me pull these up right here, because guys, I didn't know anything about these. I didn't know anything about these a couple of months ago. But what I was able to do is I was able to leverage a system, right? This right here, which is called our Clona X. And what I was able to do was I was able to copy that product onto my shop without ever touching it, without ever owning it, without ever purchasing it. And then I was able to advertise it and the customers started to buy it, right? Whether it was for their king or for their queen, for Valentine's, I'm not too sure. But what I was able to do, guys, is I was able to use this to create sales. Now, you guys can see right here, I was selling these for $9.97, quite cheap, right? For you may think quite cheap. Now, I want you to take a guess at how much I actually purchased these beanies for, guys, because some of you right now are going to be a little bit mind blown. So I want you to take a guess. How much do you think I actually purchased these beanies for? I see $2.50 in the chat, £5. Remember, guys, I told you this is going to be an interactive call. I want you guys to think about these things, because every single day we're buying things online, right? Every single day people are purchasing things more and more online. I see £5, $3.99, 99p. Guys, I literally got these for under £1, under $1, right? Under $1 each, guys. Peach is pretty close there. Peach said 97 pence, right? Shout out to Peach. I think Peach is already in a bit of ECX, right? Under $1, and I was able to resell these guys at $9.97 each. Now, I'm selling these all over the world. I see some of you guys are a little bit shocked. Yeah, I'm selling these all over the world, and I don't purchase them until somebody's come onto my website and purchased them, right? So I am essentially just a middleman. Now, guys, you may be thinking, okay, well, you've got the products. How are you getting the customers? Now, this is my favorite app from the ECX, which is our Pixel Tracker. Now, our Pixel Tracker, guys, puts your product in front of the customer that is ready to purchase it. Now, you might be wondering, well, how does it do that? Well, have you ever experienced being online, guys, and you've gone to a website, you've gone to search something, and then you've gone onto maybe an Instagram or Facebook, and then you've seen that very product on your feed? That is essentially what the Pixel Tracker does. It targets the customers that are already interested in your products. So there's no selling to your friends and family, going to door. Guys, I've done it all, right? If any of you are old enough, my mum used to have me walking the streets doing Avon. Anyone remember Avon? Avon was not fun in the winter months, right? So this is literally going to a whole new level, guys, where you don't have to be knocking on people's doors because the customers are coming to you. I see I've got a lot of people that remember Avon in here. You're my peoples. Let's go. All right, so that's our Pixel Tracker. So next we've got our ROAS calculator, and I'm not going to go through all of these, but the ROAS calculator is really important for me, guys, because I was never too good with numbers back in the day when I was at school, and this does all of the working out for you. So it shows you exactly how much you need to sell your products for in order to create a profit, right? If anyone doesn't love an Excel sheet, just like me, you're going to love the ROAS calculator. I see Mikey there says Avon calling, I'm telling you, right? So that's our ECX, guys. And like I said, you are going to get step-by-step walkthrough showing you exactly how to build your shop, right? All the way from the layout, all the way through to what products you're putting on and how much you're selling them for. Now, if that sounds good to you, I want you to drop me an ECX into the chat, because drop shipping was something that I honestly never even considered, because I thought that I needed my own product. I thought I needed to build my own website, when in reality, you can literally get that all done for you, right? I see a lot of ECX coming into the chat. So I hope my note takers have noted that down. ECX, I see Kingsley, Miss Jones St. Clair, hello, amazing. I can see you guys dropping them in. Don Ray, Solomon, perfect. All right, so let's move on, guys, because I see you guys are hungry for some ECX. So let me go to the next one. I know you guys want more. So the next one, guys, is our DCX. Now, personally, this is my favorite academy, and I'm going to tell you why. Because DCX gives you a 2-for-1, guys. You're going to learn your long-term and your short-term in here. Now, what do I mean by that? Now, your long-term, guys, is the generational wealth, right? We're going to show you how to make the plays. Now, DCX stands for our digital currency. So I want you guys to think, what is the first thing when I say digital currency, when I say crypto, what's the first thing that comes to mind, guys? Let me know. What's the first thing that comes to mind when I say digital currency, crypto? Boom, straight. People are in there straight away with Bitcoin. Now, in my opinion, Bitcoin's had a bit of a bad rep over the years. And it's been associated with a lot of bad things, right? Now, this is purely because people did not have the education. So I'm going to give you some free source here, guys. And this website, sheesh, has it made me a lot of money. Past profits, don't it? Let's go, coingecko.com. So I want you guys to note that down on your paper if you're taking notes, because my note takers are my money makers, right? So let me show you. CoinGecko is your one-stop shop. It's going to show you everything you need to know about the coins. But if you look right here, guys, there are over 12,000 different cryptos, 12,000. Now, how do you know which crypto is going to be profitable? How do you know where to put your money? How do you know where to purchase the coins? All of these unanswered questions. Now, what happens is the majority of people, mainly on that left-hand side of money, what they do is they go to places like YouTube University. They go to places like Twitter, like Reddit, and they're getting their information from there. But I want you to stop and think, are those people credible to be giving you that information? Are they reliable? Do they have the results that you desire? Do you know them personally? Because what I found a couple of years ago when I was getting into this space is there was a lot of scammers about, guys. And there wasn't a lot of people showing you how to make the money, right? There was a lot of people showing you the money. And I'm sure some of you can agree, you've seen it on Instagram, the Facebooks. There's a lot of stunting. There's a lot of culture going on right now with social media. But is there anyone actually showing you how to secure the bag? Now, DCX is literally your one-stop shop for that. So you can see right here that we get plays, guys. Let me show you right here. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of source, right? So Swipecoin, my Swipecoin, I want everybody to make sure they write down that app, the Swipecoin app. If you do not have it, I want you to download it onto your phone, the Swipecoin app. Now, this app, guys, is literally going to give you the copy and paste plays. All the research has been done for you guys. And this is for my real busy people. This is for my people that say, do you know what? I understand that this area is lucrative, but I just do not have the time to deep dive into this information myself. Now, I wouldn't blame you with over 12,000 different cryptocurrencies. It's going to be a lot of work. Now, what have we got for that? We have got our go live with over 120 different crypto educators, right? That you can see right here, literally at your fingertips, 24 hours, 7 days a week, guys. So a couple of my favorites, and I want you to write them down, is this gentleman right here, Mr. Curtis Cobain. Now, this guy, my goodness, we just had the privilege of meeting him just a couple of days ago, guys, at an amazing sold out event. If you were in that room, you would absolutely be still pumped up. We had 1,200 people packed into a room, guys, begging to hear this information. Now, when I tell you, you've got this information right here at your fingertips in this go live. If I scroll down right here, you can see there's a wealth of knowledge. All of the sessions are recorded, and you're going to have some favorite sessions that you're going to be able to go through and really get into the gritty of, okay, this is what I'm buying, but why am I buying it? How do I keep my money safe? Because I tell you this for nothing. You wouldn't just go and open a bank account with Johnny from down the road, right? You would want to research it. You would want to make sure that that bank account was safe. It's the exact same thing here with crypto. Now, I also want to challenge you, if you are already into the crypto space, do you have your crypto currently sitting on your phone? Because if you do, I really need you to double back and think, is that the safest place for my money? Now, essentially, you don't know what you don't know. So maybe you don't know that, you know, in 5-10 years, people are not going to be breaking into your home for your TV, but more for your crypto wallet, right? But that's a whole nother session. So I want you guys to be able to keep your money safe, Because guys, the world is going digital. When I show you this right here, now the market cap is just a fancy way of showing you how much money is moving into this space. Currently over $1.4 trillion of the world's wealth is moving into the crypto space, guys. Now, everyone always thinks of Bitcoin, but there's another 12,000 coins that you guys can see here. And I just want to pull up just one, just so you can really understand the potential that we've got here. So one of the coins right here is Solana. Now write that down if you're taking notes, right? Now, Solana is an amazing coin, but again, you may have never heard of it because you may not be privy to the information that we're getting right now. But what I can show you right now is Solana is currently £68. Guys, if I look at this and we go to a year ago on this very day, Solana was £5, guys. £5 a year ago. If you would have put £100 into Solana a year ago, guys, you would have currently 10 times your money from one play. Now we're getting 3 to 5 of these plays a week, guys, right? The money is there and the wealth is being transferred, but you just got to understand which side of the transfer are you on. Because if you're not getting paid from it, you're paying for it, okay? So I really want you guys to understand that there is money to be made in this space, right? A lot of people think Bitcoin is the be all and end all of crypto, but really there's layers and layers and layers for you guys to deep into. Now, this is your long-term wallet. So this is essentially you just opening your free crypto wallet, right? I said free. Some of you guys just perked up. Then I saw some of you guys' eyes. You were like, a free crypto wallet, Lisa? Yes. But with that free crypto wallet, you need the education to understand when to get into the market, which things to be buying in the market, and most importantly, when to get out of the market, right? Because I'll tell you something for nothing, social media is a lot more quiet. Now we're having a little bit of a correction in the crypto space because it's very easy to make money when the market's going up, right? Not so easy to make money when the market's going down. But addendum, we make money when the market is going either way. So that's the next thing I want to show you. And that's the 2-for-1 part of the DCX. So you also get access to this amazing algorithm that, guys, allowed me to quit my job, right? I want you to write this down. This is called the Swipe Coin Scalper. Now, this amazing algorithm literally gives you plays every single day and tells you when to buy and sell in the market. So again, if you're making notes, guys, I want you to write this down. You're going to use a free app called MetaTrader 4 in order to place these trades. Now, I know some of you are numbers guys, right? You're thinking, but Lisa, what is this really doing? So we entered the market up here, guys. You can see a red arrow. Now, the red arrows are telling us when to sell and the blue arrows are telling us when to buy, right? You're going to learn all the other stuff when you come in, what the boxes, the candles mean, all that good stuff. But what I really want you to understand right now is that your understanding really isn't required. But what is required is action, right? You have to be able to take action. Because I'll tell you something, successful people make decisions fast. So let me show you right here. If we grab onto this measuring tool, this market told us to sell right here, guys, and the market dropped 3,100 pips, guys. Now, pips are just how we count the market. So this essentially on a 10p trade, guys, would have made us £300. Someone type £300 into the chat for me. Guys, I'm not telling you you need thousands and millions to get into this space because you did a few years ago. But now what's happened is average people like myself are able to leverage systems and tools and really get into this wealth transfer, right? So you're able to get into this space with £100, with £50, right? And really be able to come and take notice of this. So every single day, guys, you're going to get call outs of when to buy and when to sell in the market. So what I would love to do right now is, I know we've got some people on the call that have been using some of these products, and I'd love to see if we've got anyone on the call right now that would just jump on and tell me just a little bit about their journey, about their story, just for literally a minute. So if there is anybody on the call right now that is already involved in a family, I just would love you to raise your hand, and I would love to just bring you up for a second. Let's see. Let me let some more people in as well. Amazing. I can see we have got Nikki there. Let me see if I can bring up Nikki. Boom. How you doing, sis? Let's see if I can unmute you.
Hey, what's up, Lisa? Hey, how you doing?
I'm good.
I couldn't find how to raise my hand. It just goes to show you don't need to be tech savvy here. Thank you so much for letting me give my testimony. So my name is Nikki Sutherland. I've been here for just over 3.5 years. Originally, my background's in banking. And what intrigued me about this business, when I came in, I learned more in the space of a month than I did in 15 years in the banking industry. I'm a mum of 3 children. I'm also a wife. And for me, I didn't come here just because of the money, because I really did love my job. I came here because I wanted to spend some time with my children. So ideally, I was thinking if I could make, just a little bit extra money and go part-time from work, then I could spend some more time with my children. My first child I didn't spend no time with him. It was always with my mom. And second and third, I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. So I've been about business for a long time. I had, my first £1 million property portfolio by the age of 21. So I knew about business. I knew about, investing and stuff like that. But considering I had this 15 years experience in banking, to come here and find out that what we were teaching in the bank was wrong the whole time, it just sort of hit me, because we were all taught to save. And when I came here, the question I was asked was, how many savers do you know that are rich? And it was like, none. My grandma saved all her life, but she still never had an abundance. We were taught to save. We had the little piggy bank in the bank. We were giving out these piggy banks, but nobody who saved actually was wealthy. And then it was like, well, what are wealthy people doing? They're investing. And of course, since I've come in, we've advanced to NFTs and metaverse and stuff like that. But the bottom line is nobody was rich that I knew that was saving. I had a savings account and I wasn't rich. So I came in with completely no knowledge of this stuff. I use some of the tools that you've described, Lisa. For me, it's the FRX package and the DCX package. I use that app, the Gold Cup, and I also use the Swipe Coin app. And I made my first £17. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but I put on a 10p trade. I made £17, 17. And I instantly picked up the phone to my grandma, my mom, and my husband. And I was like, yo, I just make money from money and we're going to be rich. And they were like, what are you talking about? I rang my family in Jamaica. I started telling everybody I made 7. They were like, well, how much have you made? I said, £17. And they were like, well, come back when you've made like more. I was like, no, but I made it from 10p. So imagine if I did a £1 trade or I did a £10 trade. And so my mind, I like numbers. I started to calculate, and I went, someone showed me that compound plan. I don't know if you're going to go through it today, but I saw the compound plan and I was like, oh, if I could do this with 10p, then what could I do with, with £1 or with £20? And so I began to do that. And my mom, my husband, and my grandma came in with me, and we all began to figure it out together. And then I got told I was a platinum 150, which meant I was getting $150 in for the compensation plan on the other side of the business. And so I was now using some of that money and putting that in the markets. And now I was trading somebody else's money because I didn't want to trade my money. And I had some hit and miss moments where I had some greed sometimes, and I had to take those lessons. And then I got into my flow of not over trading. And, after a year, we then started, I hit chairwoman, and that was about 15,000 a month. And then it started to grow from there. And we've been able to upgrade the house, the car, retired my parents, none of us work. And, you know, I've been able to help a lot of people in, you know, Jamaica, which is my, you know, hometown, quit their jobs and stuff like that. So, you know, I'm really aggressive with Project 5000 right now. I'm more determined more than ever before to get this information out. And I almost feel like a public responsibility because I was teaching 15 years the wrong thing. And so now I'm aggressive. Now I'm really going deep into this to really educate the people. We took 27 young boys off the street corners that were, you know, buying and selling, but not crypto. And, you know, we were talking to them and, you know, now they're here in the academy and they're no longer living certain lifestyles. And, you know, that's where my passion is right now. It's not about the money for me, Lisa, I'll be honest. It's more for me now about the impact. How can we now show people that not necessarily have access to this? And I will say this, when I started to look at trading and investing, I looked at a university that we have here in the UK called Oxford. And they had a similar course without the copy and paste, without the learning and earning, just the education. And they told me £12,000 for 6 weeks.
I saw it too.
I tell you, I was mind blown because I was like, yo, I mean, I want to learn. I'm not sure I want to be, you know, investing that type of money. So to get it for less than my hair, less than some bundles, it was a no-brainer for me. So, you know, anybody on this call, my advice to you is, it's not a get rich quick, but if you really do study and you focus on what is being told, I simply just copied what the educators told me. You get a little text message and you just press it, hold it, and then paste it in another app, and you're in the trade. And, you know, I took time to learn, but I wanted to earn straight away. So I was copying their trades first, and then I began to develop that skill. And I've now taught my son, he's 11, he's been trading since 7 years old. He's not going to be one of those boys on the corners. And my 77-year-old grandmother is, of course, here as well, and she's trading as well. So it's a whole family affair, generational wealth. And it's just exciting to be a part of a community where we're discussing now the metaverse and NFTs and all the different things that's happening in this world. So I'm honored and grateful. I no longer work a job anymore. Well, the bank made me make a decision. You're telling people not to save. That's a conflict of interest. So, you know, I quit my job within 1 month of doing this business, and I haven't worked another day in my life since then. So I'm an advocate for this academy. And I'm an advocate for that compound plan. So thank you so much, Lisa. And I hope that just helps somebody who's on this call. I mean, when I heard it, I was skeptical. Being a banker, we're taught to be skeptical. But, you know, I made it work, and it really works for us. So thank you, Lisa.
Oh my goodness, amazing, guys. Drop some ends into the chat there for Nikki, guys. That was an absolutely incredible testimony. The fact that she's been able to literally create generational wealth in the last 4 years and really break that lineage that came before her is just insane. And guys, I've been able to retire myself, and I'm aiming to retire my mum this year as well. So we're literally breaking this again and again and again. We see testimonies coming like this every single day in this space. And I'm just so honored to be around such like-minded people that have the same vision and that really want to do the same things. That when Nikki just touched on there that she got those 27 young boys off of the street, that was really something that really pulled me the first time. And it was something that really we're going on to just do over and over again and duplicate so far, not just in South London, but all over the world now. It's something all over the world. And I think we have got time for just one more. I just want to bring up a guy as well, because I know we've got some men on the call right now that are definitely hungry for this space. And you guys might see a lot of women's faces. I can see some men today actually showing up as well, but I want to bring up a guy as well. So Dan, I know Dan is doing incredible in this space at the moment. Let me just ask you, Dan, like, what's your favorite product, like, and how's your journey been so far, bro?
Good evening, Lisa. How are you? Good evening, family. My name is Daniel Castro Brown. I've been in this space for 2 years, the May coming. My favorite product is colors, FRX. I'm an FRX guy. Is colors. I do DCX on the weekends, and But more importantly, I want anybody that's new on this call, anybody that's new, if you're a guest, to understand something. This is a magical space. I don't know, no one has said it so far. This is a magical space. My leaders, my colleagues, they've spoken, my family members, they've spoken about the products, they have spoken about the results. I want to speak about the mentorship. The mentorship that you receive here at the Welfare World and IM Academy is priceless. I will trade all of the money in my trading accounts for the and I have a couple of trading accounts, and I would trade my money that I would give it all back for this mentorship. And that is something that I did not realize when I first came here. I was very much driven here by alignment. I was reading Rich Dad Poor Dad when I was invited on the call. Wow. And I was and it was just and the rest was history. So if you're someone who not only you want to make money, you want to do for your family, if you really want to better yourself in life, become a better person, if you want to feel good on a daily basis, there's a feel good factor that comes along with being in this family, being a part of IM Academy. Not to mention the fact that we are history makers. We are 10 years from now, we are going to be known as the people that is revolutionary. Our chair lady, she's so modest. My chair lady, our chair lady is the first Black female chairman 10 in this company. And that is history. And that's going to go down in history. We are all a part of history. I just want to touch on the mentorship is priceless. I promise. I'm buzzing. I still got my bracelet on I'm not taking this bracelet off from the event, and it's gonna have to wash up and evaporate. That's how buzzing I am. Like, it's really important. I want people to understand. I want people to understand, especially men, especially the men. I want the men to understand that this is a place. I need more men like myself and my Uncle Gary, who's on this call, and Don Ure. I need more men. We need more men. But this is a space that you can do wonders, not only for yourself, for your family, for anybody that knows you. And the money is a byproduct of what's really going on here. That's just the God of truth. The money is a byproduct. You will pay for your prescription. If you plug in and you come to education and you pay attention to the people around you, you will earn your subscription fee like that. That's just I just wanted to say. I just wanted to say that if you're a guest and you're contemplating and you're wondering and you're thinking and you're ifing and you're butting and boy 175, listen, back yourself. Back yourself.
That's going to be the word for 2022. Guys, drop some of these into the chat for Dan, because Dan, thank you so much for that testimony, bro. I see you looking sharp over there. It was lovely to see you yesterday as well.
Thank you.
I think these guys are ready to hear how to get involved, guys. So let me go ahead. I want to go ahead and let me move this right here. Guys, I'm super excited for you guys to have heard this today, because I know there's people in this space that are literally changing their lives every single day, right? Showing up for themselves every single day. And I love what Dan said there about betting on yourself and knowing that mentorship really is the shortcut to success. That's the first thing I want you to understand. The environment that you are in right now, is it conducive to where you're going? Not the environment that you're in right now being where you've come from. Because a lot of us are stuck in the same environment from where we grew up, from the people that we were grown with. And if it's not, Flo, you said it right there, it isn't. So if it's not, you need to get yourself around a group of people that are going where you're headed, right? If I can tell you one thing, that is your environment is absolutely so important, guys. So I'm going to pull up right here the compound daily interest calculator. And this is just to show you guys the potential right here of what you can do with your money, right? What you can do with your money. So we're going to put in the interest there is 10%, and we're going to pull that down to 90 days, right? And then we're going to put 100% reinvestment rate and include weekends. No, we're only going to be trading Monday to Friday. So let's pull that down just a little bit from that 10K. There we go. So there we go. Let's start with $100, right? Let's start with $100. So $100, guys, for the next 90 days compounded, literally is insane. You can see right there. Let me just, it's really small on my screen. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there we go. Let's just pull it down right there. So that's you every day, guys, starting with your $100. And day one, you're aiming just to make 10%. You're aiming to make £10, right? Or $10, wherever you are in the world. I know we've got some international folk. So then on day two, you're now not starting with $100 anymore, guys. You're now starting with 110. And when I really understood compounding, it changed everything for me. Because I then learned how to make my money make more money. And that's a term that gets thrown around a lot, but people really don't understand how it is to do that. And we're giving you the keys right here. So you continue doing that. If we scroll down now, I'm not saying that you're going to do this every single day and have no losses, because trading is a risk, right? Trading is done with risk capital. So let's say you have some losses. Let's go down to halfway. Right, let's go down to day 45. So that's halfway. So that's 50% of the time you're doing the right thing, and 50% of the time, you're maybe not doing the right thing. So because this is a new skill, right? So if you look there to the right, guys, that is £7,289. Now, I don't know about you guys, but from £100 to 7,200 is insane. I don't know any bank that is ever in the history of percentages. I mean, we got some bankers on the call, right? But I've never seen anything like it in my life, guys. Never seen anything like it in my life. That's over 7,000 from a £100 investment. And we're going to show you the tools, the apps, everything you need, right? And at this point, guys, honestly, there's just so much social proof. Like Dan said, the money's going to come. The money is a byproduct. But what I'm more interested is getting you to understand why you need this space, right? Because there's a million things that you can do. This is just a vehicle, but we're going to show you a vehicle that's been profitable and allowed so many of us on this call to change our lives. All right, so let's just show them the potential. Let's just go down to day 90. I want to show you the potential if you did really keep on going with this. Let's just keep it scrolling down. Insane. Now, I'm not saying you're going to do that first day round, but would it be worth it? Would it be worth it if it took you 180 days? Would it be worth it if it took you 300 days, right? Because at this point, what is your plan for the next 20 years, 30 years? I've seen people come into this space and say, 2 years is a long time to see results. But I was planning on working till I was 60 anyway. So 2 years is absolutely nothing for me to be able to quit my full-time job and then be aiming to, retire my mum as well this year. Right? I've been able to move out of my house. I've just been able to do so many things off of the back of this opportunity, as of so many of my family on this call today. So we're just really excited to, spread the word. And as Nikki said, be an advocate, pay it forward, because from the place I came from, people were hiding that. People were on the get rich and switch. And that's not something I ever wanted to do, right? So I can see the sevens coming into the chat. You guys are excited by that. Guys, this is something that each and every one of you is capable of doing, okay? So what I want to do now is I want to show you guys how you can get involved. So if we stop sharing this right here. Amazing. Perfect. Let me just share up my screen. So I reckon you guys have heard enough, guys. So I want to show you guys exactly how you can get involved. So you can see on my screen right now, we've got an amazing promotion going on. I mean, it's almost too cheap. It's almost criminal how much we're giving this away for at the moment. I see some of you guys like, sheesh. I mean, half of the time people looking at me funny because I'm telling them this amount and they're like, what? I'm seeing 10,000, 12,000 for, 2-week courses. And guys, you can literally click the button and get involved today for $184. That's a one-off payment of $184. For my UK folk, that's literally £135, guys. It's insane. Now that's for any of these packs right here. You can see we've got the FRX that Nikki and Dan spoke about today. We've got HFX, which we haven't even had time to dive into, but it's another amazing academy there. You've got your DCX, which is also the same 184, and then that ECX that I went through, which is making your little own Amazon, right? Each of these guys for $184. But if you wanted all of these guys, you wanted the FRX, the HFX, and the DCX, you can go ahead and you can be an elite girl. I know we've got some elite girls and elite guys on the call today. Drop an elite in the chat for me if you are in the elite gang. And that's for $324. Now, personally, I'm an elite girl. I'm all in because I know what this thing can do for me, right? So I'm literally all in. I see some elites coming into the chat, and you're going to get access to everything I showed you today, plus more, guys. We can't even fit it all into one of these calls, is so much. But you're going to pay that one-off payment, and that's going to get you all set up. There's no contracts. This is not any T-Mobile. What you're going to be able to do is come back, guys, start making money, and in 28 days, you're going to be able to say, do you know what? I want more. And when you do that, you can choose to re-enroll into the academy, guys, for less than £5 a day. Now, I don't know about you guys, but you can't buy lunch in central London for £5 a day no more. You can't buy a meal deal from Tesco, a good meal deal at that, right? Not the value. I'm not talking about the value meal deal. I'm talking about the good one. You can't buy a meal deal in Tesco right now for that £5. So I want you guys to bet on yourself. But one thing we've got here is we really have, guys, a scholarship. So do you know what? If that is a stretch for you right now, because one thing I want you to remember is this is not expensive. It may be out of your budget right now, but it's not expensive, right? So for you, you can give access to 2 people and you'll actually be enrolled on our scholarship and get this thing for free. Now, I'm not going to lie to you guys. When I came in, I needed it for free. So on my first month, I got 2 of my friends, 2 of my homegirls, and I was like, look, I don't know what I'm doing, but I know I've found this. I know we're about to make some money together, and I wasn't about to leave my girls and get rich on my own. So if you like a bit of free, I want you to drop FREE into the chat, because you're going to be able to access this absolutely for free. All right. Amazing. So guys, there's only one way in. And I know that sounds real fun, but there's only one way in, guys, and that is through the person that put you on this call today. So what I need you to do is I need you to get back to that person that put you onto this call and grab their unique link, all right? And that's going to allow you guys to get in the inside. You're going to come into our group chat. You're going to come into the wealth circle. You're going to be in the chat with Nikki, with Dan, with some of these amazing people, and you're going to get the blueprint. I guarantee you in 24 hours, you're going to jump onto a beginner's class. We got it all here, guys. This is not somewhere you're just going to come in and be left to your own devices. We've got the blueprint step by step. You're going to be out here trading by what's the day today? Thursday. We're going to have you trading by Saturday, and you're going to jump on to our amazing session on Saturday, and you're going to come into the world of the digital currency space with me Saturday, 6 p.m. Carol said you're going to be well looked after. Amen to that, right? We are definitely well looked after here in Wealthier World. So what I want to encourage you to do right now is, first of all, not just go back to the person that put you on, but say thank you. Because they didn't need to put you onto this call today, guys. They didn't need to put you onto the money, but they thought of you and they thought, this person, I don't want to leave them behind. So remember what I said about these 3 things. The first one is get your environment right. Make sure your environment right now is conducive to where you're going. The second one is there's always going to be obstacles, guys. In anything that you do, some of you shouldn't have even turned up to this Zoom call, but you did. And you're here for a reason, because you needed to hear this information. So there's going to be obstacles regardless, but make sure the very thing that you're doing this for is not the thing that makes you not do it. A lot of people say, you know, I don't have time, but time is the thing that you need. I don't have money, but money is the thing that you need. So make sure the thing that you want is not the thing that's stopping you from getting to the money. All right. So with that being said, guys, this is a vehicle, and it is a vehicle that is moving, guys. The bus is absolutely moving. So make sure you get onto that bus. We're going to be back here tomorrow, guys, at 9 p.m. Make sure you come back onto this link, right? Bring your 2 friends, and you're already going to be set up with your scholarship ready to go. All right. So with that being said, I want to wish you an amazing rest of your evening, and I want to see you guys in a group chat. See you later, guys.